Welcome back to the Jonsel Journey. I'm Jonsel Gurkan, the Gherkinator, the pickle gherkin. Jonsel Gurkan. Yes, and Jonsel is my first name because many people seem to think when I'm saying Jonsel that I'm saying my surname. Oh, no. It's Jonsel. So like a sexy French dish. Yeah. And today I'm going to be talking about the stress that a majority of type 1s go through when using a thing called a constant glucose monitor, a CGM. Yes, stress, the arrows, the constant checking. And what it does to our heads, yes, it messes with it. Back in the good old days, when I had a little blood testing machine, prickety prick, and that blood would come out. Easier. That's how I felt. CGMs have come, they've saved people's lives, they're amazing. But what it does is it brings constant stress. It's like air traffic control on a runway. Bring it in, arrows, up, down, to the side, normal, and then woo! And the sounds, beep, 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 woo, woo, ah. Sounds like a wild chimpanzee in a zoo. Yes, the beeps, it's annoying. And what it does is it messes with our heads. Although it may be life-saving, it's a stress that a majority of the time we don't need because we live with stress every day. 6,000 decisions, 6,000 choices. We just want a normal life, not constant stress that we deal with every day. Right, let's get into it. CGMs feel like they're controlling my life more than my diabetes is. Now the thing is, CGMs are absolutely amazing. They're a game changer. For me, I suffer with that vile thing called hypo unawareness, where I get no symptoms. Blood sugars could be 1.4, 1.5, and I'm talking like this. I'm normal. CGMs have saved my life massively. The Dexcom came into my world and I thought, hey, I'm going to be saved and it's going to be great. And it has been, because the beeps of go off and I'm warned I can then have some sugar straight away. As when I was just pricking my finger, I didn't know what was going on and I'd just pass out and I'd nearly die. So CGMs are a blessing. They do save lives. But since I've been on CGM, the constant checking has done my head in. It's like this all the time. You sit down, check. Oh, half an hour later, check. Oh my God, what's going on? Check. CGM twitch, check. It becomes too much. For me, I've put too much pressure on myself, always checking. Oh, and look what's happened. You see, it's a lifesaver, 3.8, and I've got the double arrows going down. I always hypo. I've had some digestives, now I'm hypoing. Now that beep is calm. But see, I'm now getting stressed. I am. That stressed me out because my blood sugar was normal before I did this. And checked. The arrow going down. Right, it's okay, we can deal with it. Lift glucose tablets. Pac-Man. There we are. Before, I feel a bit weird and floozy. I put my finger, I'll test my blood sugar. But there's no stress because I'm checking. I don't feel right. The CGM, it's like your life is there all the time before your very eyes. Stress damages everyone, whether you're diabetic or not. But the constant hassle of always being perfect, this is what's happened to me for a long time now. And the thing you got to realise is you're not perfect. Your blood sugars are never going to be like that. They're going to be like that. You're going to be like that. They're going to be like that. Until we have a cure, perfection doesn't exist. But the constant hassle now of us checking all the time, consultants, oh my God, you're out of sync. We can see your reviews. Everyone's looking in. It's like voyeurs. We're at a zoo. Everyone's looking through a cage. And that's how I feel at times. Everyone's looking. Doctors are checking. Well, you've been perfect there. You're that. Everyone's looking. I know some parents are very strict with their kids. And that's great. You know, you have to be strict, but someone's always looking. And that kid then feels pressure. Adults feel pressure when your partner, your parents, they're always checking. Oh my God, you've gone up a bit. You get a phone call. Excuse me, the arrow's going up. You don't need that. It's stress. They are life-changing. I keep saying this, but it's not healthy and it's not fair on us. All the time, checking, arrows, checking, beep, raves, beep, beep. It's unfair. Recently, I had a week off. Dexcom didn't send me a sensor and I was without. But when I was without, I'd been at ease so much because I didn't have to check all the time. It was a breath of fresh air. I remember when I used to check my blood sugars, I didn't have stress. In fact, I don't think I was stressed as much when I had the ways of checking my blood sugar compared to what I do now. And this is all my experience. I know others, everyone goes through different things, but I know it's like a PTSD. I've spoken to people about it recently. A lovely gentleman who's got a gorgeous kid who's going through the same troubles with it. Parents get stressed with it, but it's like, oh my God, stress, I've got to check. And that constant checking puts more pressure on you. And it's something which I think doctors need to talk about, consultants need to talk about, because we've always got stress. Stress is a killer. Stress is not nice, but always having to look and check and, oh my God, I'm not doing well. I'm not on a straight line. I need to be straight. I need to be perfect. And it does. It beats me up. I see that and I'm going, oh my God, I've got to correct myself. But trust technology, arrows going up, arrows going down. It's the harsh reality that we're faced with. And it's stressful. And it's something that we're always going through. But how are we going to deal with it? How do we sort out that stress when CGMs are saving our lives? So I've had many a diabetes burnout in the 38 beautiful years that I've been type 1 diabetic. And what I've realised is breaks are important. You can have a little break from it. You've got to be kind to yourself. So what I did when I was waiting for that sensor, I realised that, oh my God, I'm all right. I'm not checking all the time. I'm being kind to myself. And when you're kind to yourself, life becomes a lot easier. It's not as stressful. Because that constant checking, you're putting hassle on yourself all the time. When you go out, you're doing this, you're doing that, and it's always that, it's always that. You hear a beep, you panic. You hear the beeps, oh my God, what am I doing? I've got to get perfect again. No, you haven't got to get perfect again. Because perfection, like I keep saying, will never, ever, ever exist. It won't. You're a human being. You've got type 1 diabetes. You've got to learn to do what's best for you. So I recommend taking breaks. I've taken a break from my pump. It stressed me out. Whenever you feel stressed, learn to take a back seat. Assess the situation. Write down the pros and the cons. Because CGMs have changed life for type 1 diabetics. And what would I do if CGMs didn't exist? I wouldn't be here now because my Hypo and awareness. But sometimes it's good to have a little break, to reassess, to check, because technology isn't always right. You could be 20.2 on a CGM. You think, well, I don't really feel like I've got high blood sugar. You put your finger, you check, oh my God, it's 7.5. We're not always right. CGMs aren't always right. But pricking your finger, it is always but always right. Don't beat yourself up all the time. Because when we do that, that constant stress, it does your head in. And you feel awful. The burnout. It is stressful. This little bastard is my best friend. You've got to learn to befriend the things that do your head in. But it's become such a thing now where we always look and always check and we get upset if we're not doing that. And I have to remind myself that I'm a type 1 diabetic. I'm not going to get perfect levels. And it's great when it is perfect and you are in range. But when you're out of range, it's all right. Take a back seat. It's all right. You've got high blood sugar. It's all right. It's going to sort out. It's always going to have to be. It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. Because I always say this, when a new day starts, a new chapter beckons. Just relax with it. Go with it. Roll with the punches. And as much as I slag off CGMs and those beeps, they save your life. And if they go off in public, fuck it. Let people hear those beeps. Can you pipe that down, please? No! Perfection, like I keep saying, doesn't exist. And it doesn't define who you are. Those numbers don't define who you are. So your HbA1c, your overall levels for the past few months, it comes back a bit shitty. It's all right. You can always do better. You work on it. You work on it. Take small steps, always. So you've come back with the most perfect levels. Brilliant. Is it going to be like that forever? No, it's not. It might be awful a few months later. Doesn't matter. We're always going through different things all the time. Because do you know what? Life happens. And when life happens, it means you're living. And when you're living, it just means a beautiful thing. Because you're not dead. You're alive. You're alive! Just learn to roll with those horrible punches that we have to go through on a daily basis. Perfection doesn't exist. It will never exist. Because, unfortunately, we're not perfect. We're diabetic. Next week, I'm going to be talking about sex when type 1 is involved. Oh God, I've got some stories. But with CGMs, if you feel you've been through the same, leave your comments beneath. You feel that someone else needs to hear this, please pass it on. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And please spread and share that magical love. Until the next time, keep being true to yourself. You're legendary. See you next week. Oh, shimmy. Right, and also lift glucose tablets. Can you please sort out what's on the high street? It's always the orange ones. It's beginning to taste like arse. I need the other little fruity flavours. Please, get more out there. Lift, you're saving my life at the moment. So, thank you very much. It was Lucozade last week, Lift this week. Who knows what's going to be saving my life next week, as long as it's sweet and sexy. Right, thank you very much. See you next week.